Okay. All right. Let's see here if we can make this happen now. All right. Hopefully now this will work. Let's see here. View channel. Look, we're live. Okay, there we are. Now we're on. Sorry, had to switch the stream, everybody. My bad. My bad. The other stream for some reason wasn't working here. We were getting ready for 450 Group A. Welcome in everybody who is watching, all one of you at this current moment. I know there will be more of you jumping in here as we go. Sorry, I had to close down that other stream. It was not working. We got the 450 Group A guys set up here, ready to go for the fake start here. And we're clicked into gear. And 3, 2, 1, rock and roll. Here we go. And, ooh, looks like Hunter and Jet is buried. Somebody went down there. Coop out front. McElrath up front there. Hunter was leading that. What's up, Patrick? Sorry for everybody who was watching the other live stream. I don't know what happened there, but that one was not working for us. So we got 450 Group A on track here. So Jet was fastest in first session, came out at the end there of that first session and really laid it down. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Sorry about the other live stream there. We really tried to do that other live stream, but for some reason it wasn't working. So anyway, we got 450 Group A here. We got Coop out front. A little strange here having the 450s go first. That is really, really weird. And then to go back to the 250s going first for the mains. It's an interesting thing. I wish they would switch it up and put the 250s first for the LCQs, since they're going to go first for the mains, because you can run a heat race and an LCQ on a tank of gas, but running a heat race, or I'm sorry, running an LCQ and then turn right around 8 minutes later and running a main is a bit of a kick in the nuts. So anyway, 450 Group A on track here. Coop out front. Let's see if we improve our times here. Anderson a 104.6, only 2 in the 1:0. Rocks and Webb, Lawrence, Cooper, Messenger, Ferrandis, all with 105s. So yeah, so everybody really, really close here, except for those two at the top. It does appear that maybe Tomac's okay. The Tomac situation from last week, super interesting. I'm going to touch on that a lot more. Ooh, Coop, what are you doing there? I'm going to touch on the whole Tomac situation from last week a lot more in the main show that I film tomorrow, which I will be solo on that. Are these even whoops? Yeah, that's a great question. They look pretty small. I'm interested. I'm going to have to text Kev and ask, like, are those whoops, like, tiny? Could I do them? Because they don't look very challenging at all for these guys. Anything exciting going on in the quali yet? Any surprises? Not really. Jet on top. I mean, this is really par for the course here. I'm one to believe, and again, this is my Jet homerism, I guess you would say, that when we have a dry, normal Supercross here that's got a 20-minute main event, etc., and everything's dry and there's no sogginess or rain or mutter or any of that kind of stuff, we're gonna see Jet dominate stuff. I think in normal conditions, he's just faster than everyone. There's just no way around that. Like, we're watching him right now. He looks smooth. He's getting through everything absolutely perfectly. He's scrubbing. He's doing everything perfect through the whoops here. I mean, like, he's going down a straightaway on those whoops. Whether they're shorter or not, who knows? Or smaller than normal, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I don't see a world at this point where Jet doesn't just, like, start running away with this. Like, if he doesn't win tonight, I'll be super interested. And Jet goes 103.7. Wow. Wow. Now the next question. Can we get to a 103.5? Now we got Sexton on screen here. Sexton is injured. He's got a fucked up hand now. So watch out for that. It was... Anybody else find it super interesting last week how he just kind of let Jet go by? Didn't really put up a fight or anything. I mean, there's definitely something interesting. Oh, Chase. Almost lost it. Almost lost that rear going through there. That was wild. And he right now is in 10th, which doesn't surprise me. He said he crashed and hurt that hand during the week here, so it's going to be rough. Tomac actually is looking solid. Sexton's the one that I think is actually having issues right now. The Tomac situation, super interesting. I'm not exactly sure what went on last week. We've all... Sorry, late in the day here in Michigan. We've all heard the stuff. You know, that the shock shims failed, and then Yamaha comes out and says, no, the shock shims did not fail. He got arm pump. So there's something going on there. And again, that will be a TLR tinfoil hat this week. So make sure to tune into the show, which, like I said, I'll film solo tomorrow. It's Super Bowl weekend, so I was going to try to have Issac on from the West Coast, but I've just got such a weird schedule tomorrow. I'm traveling tomorrow night. During the day, we've got church and stuff, so I've just got a lot of stuff going on that to try to schedule anybody to actually be on the show is just going to be rough. So I'm going to get some info after church, listen to some interviews and stuff, and then just go from there and do it. But I have a full laid out TLR tinfoil hat talking about the Tomac situation here. Kev is back. Kev was in C group riding. I'm not sure of his status. I haven't really talked to him in the last couple weeks. You know, he was injured. I was kind of leaving him alone to kind of do his thing. I didn't want to bug him too much. I think he's out there just to race because he needs to be on the track for sponsor obligations per se. So I believe that's part of the reason why he's doing it. Whether he's full-blown ready or not, who knows? But that's what I got with that. Ooh, I like that gear that Ando's got. I need some of that. Bright colors are my thing. What do they say if you're old vet rider? VRM mentality here. Look fast, go slow. So Christian Craig, listened to an interview with him this week. I wouldn't say he is on panic button himself, but it's definitely not good. He's not doing well. He's not doing well. It's been a rough year for him. I don't think both him and Mookie, I don't think Joe with that Husky, they're still on the old frame compared to the new frame. I think he's trying slowly to build here. I know he's had major elbow issues since the crash last year. Obviously, he had the elbow injury. He had a secondary issue with it. And I think he's still dealing with that, like with trusting it, which I know how that goes because having torn my ACL and having a knee fold in under me. Ooh, look at that. Ando goes to the top, 103.4. Wow. I thought we were going to struggle to get to a 103.5, and now we're at a 103.4. Poor Hunter. And wow, Hunter is just all, like, you're not going fast, dude. Oh, man. Poor Hunter. Like, Hunter has health issues that are holding him back here. That's just all there is to it. I can't say much more than that, but he's got health issues. So, just know that, like, it could be better, but there's issues. So, there's some things behind the scenes going on that's not great. So, anyway, thanks to all 15 of you who are tuned in here. Again, sorry I had to restart the stream. I know some of you were waiting to watch on the other stream I had loaded up, but for some reason it wouldn't work. These are going to happen for the A group qualifying sessions the rest of the year here, I believe. And I probably won't schedule them unless I get where I'm super smart all of a sudden and can do this on my laptop, because the phone is just like, it doesn't, the scheduling thing's weird. I don't know. It's a weird situation. I'm not tech savvy, so ain't got no gun, ain't got no knives, so don't start no fights, because I'm TNT. Okay. Ando with the 103.4 nice, yeah. Jet, Ando, and Ken on the box. Ken is having a struggle bus year here. Like, his riding's good, but he just cannot seem to put a finish together. We got a little over a minute and a half left here. Long lap times tonight. Over a minute lap times. I like it. That's one thing I like about Glendale. Glendale, super nice stadium, super nice area too. If you get a chance to go to a race, you want to go to a West Coast one that's a little different, not in California, this one's great. I have been to this. I like it. Like I said, stadium, super nice. Area, super nice. Lots of bars and restaurants and stuff literally right next door to the stadium when the race is over, so that's fun. Coop is on a burner here, so let's see where Coop moves up to. Coop being fast in qualifying is interesting. We haven't seen that before, so maybe that'll help him. Maybe it won't. Not sure. Those whoops look so small. And Coop still 104 flat. Okay. I just wonder if Ando's going to actually pick up a win this year. Man, he's so good. This camera work is amazing here. Holy shit, we're literally learning to ride the rhythm with Ando because that camera's just up down. That's incredible. That gear is so sick too. Hashtag lit kit, bro. He's so fast. He's so good. But man, I just don't know if he's going to be able to put it together at all this year. Not a fan of Kenny. He's been with fast guys all year. Just rough circumstances. 100%. Anderson versus Jet battle. Yeah, that'd be cool to see. I thought the battle last week was really good, and they were both really, really nice to each other. So I thought that was cool. If you haven't seen, the Lawrence brothers do have a YouTube channel now. Also, Tommy Tenders films for him. He got a lot of good footage of that Jet and Ando battle last week. So yeah, it was really, really interesting to see it from trackside there. So we'll see if Jet can make his way back. We've got, looks like time has expired. And Sexton only up to 8th, which I think he's going to take tonight because he is nursing that hand injury. And I don't know how bad it is. It's probably broken, to be honest with you, because he's trying to make it seem like it's not that bad. This is like the Deacon wrist thing. It's fucked up, and they won't admit that it's not fucked up. So Hunter's suffering from EPO wastage. Ask Coach. He'll know exactly what's going on with him and his health issues. Well, that's not exactly what I've heard, but okay. I will talk to Coach about it. He will give me the 411. He definitely gave me the insight that he had some health issues going on, but I wasn't given any specifics. I was just told health issues and moving on. So same thing he's had before. And look at that, Ando on top, 103.4. Wow, that's cool. And we got Eli and Kenny both with 103. So we got 4/10 from 1st to 4th. And then we've got not even a second from 5th to 10th. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, I do think we're going to see Ando up there tonight. Would not surprise me to see Eli up there tonight. And like I said, I think Jet, I'll tell you, if Jet pulls a start, they're in trouble always, 100% of the time. Because that's what Jet does. If he gets a start, leads, and then he just manages from the front, that is Jet's MO there, 100%. Got the RMFantasySX.com commercial going on here. It's not my favorite fantasy, but whatever. If you play that, then you're better at guessing at stuff than I am, because that drove me crazy. It was essentially a guess. I'd like the pulp a lot better. So thanks everybody who has tuned in, all 17 of you. Really appreciate it here. We are waiting on 250A group to come up next here for qualifying. Again, for if you missed it, Ando was on top there for the 450A group with a 103.4. So he had Jet covered there by a couple hundredths, so that's cool. Also, thanks to everybody tuning in. Sorry again if you guys saw the other stream. That stream for some reason wasn't working for me, so that was an issue. I thought Jet would have thrown down a faster lap flyer. Maybe he wasn't worried about it. Who knows? Sexton got hurt today. He didn't get hurt today. He got hurt this week. So sometime in practice this week he went down, hurt his hand. Is my understanding. So that gear on Ando is sick. Lit kit full Rizzle. I need some. Haven't had new gear in a couple of years. I didn't buy any. I don't think about any. Oh, maybe I did. Yeah, I did actually. What did I? Oh, I got new Alias gear last year. Alias doing some new drops. I was a big fan of Alias back in the day. So, what do you guys think of those? Where you can go, they flip somebody off. That's awesome. What do you think of those smxjerseys.com or whatever, where you can now buy replica jerseys? Anybody gonna buy a replica jersey? Comment below if you guys are gonna buy one of these replica jerseys. I think it's great they finally put it together. I think it's what we need. I think for a lot of the normal fans, people who are just like, oh yeah, I like dirt bike racing, like whatever, who aren't really like super into it, I think it's a great thing. Someone like me, like I won't ever wear one. I may buy one, put on the wall here or something. But as far as ever actually wearing one, I won't. But I think it's great. Like for kids, like I said, the more casual fans who are just like, yeah, I like it, I follow it, I want to support my favorite rider. I think that kind of stuff is great. I think we need it, and I think Michael Lieb's doing God's work there, trying to put that whole thing together here. All right, so we got 250 Group A coming up here. We're back to West Coast here, and then these guys are off for several weeks here. Dueling red plates, Jordan Smith, Levi Kitchen, and I believe Levi was on top the first one, I think. David, I'm thinking about buying a couple to put in my office. Dude, go for it, man. It's a great way to support these riders. Again, I like the fact that we've, you know, that we're finally starting to get some stuff together like that. Oh, and Levi's down. Push that front. He has not watched any of the starts at this track before, because that happens all the time. Dirt's hard. Yep, that probably hurt, bud. And now here you are, just bringing up the rear. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Yeah, RV's helping him as well. I think RV is probably the ambassador who is basically trying to talk all these companies into coming on board with that, because I mean the thing with the jerseys always has been is like, yeah, you could do, say, a Fox jersey or a Fly Racing jersey that says, you know, Shimoda 30 or whatever, name your rider, whatever, doesn't matter. The problem being is that, like, most people don't want that. We want, you know, one that's got Red Bull on it and Aero and you know, HRC and all of these manufacturers and everything that sponsor them. We want actual replica jerseys, just like you get with any other pro sport. And you know, putting all that together and getting all the licensing and all that crap, which is just stupid. It's like, it should, the way it should be done is it should basically be worked into their contract of like, hey, and what I mean by contract is when these sponsors sign, their contract should say, hey, we have the right to use it in promotions for selling jerseys or whatever. That's the way it should be. So thanks everybody for tuning in here. Really appreciate it. Again, sorry off the top that other live stream did not work, but we're doing what we can. Oh no, that's right, Hampshire was up top. So Hampshire's up top in this 250 class here. He ran a 106.2 in the first session there. Kitchen 106.3, Shimoda 106.5. So top 5 are separated by 4/10. Sick. So anyway, let's see here. Vince will be fine in that first corner. No issue there. No issue there. So there's no sweeper sand section for him to just take out somebody's, like, just torpedo someone. So we'll be okay. We'll be A-okay. So, all right. So here we go. We're rocking and rolling. We got just over 7.5 minutes left here. Q2, 250 Group A. Rundown here so far. Top 10. Hampshire, Kitchen, Ryder D, Shimoda, Smith, Juju, Oldenburg, Mumford, Marchbanks, and Thrasher. Thrasher went down that first one. Not sure what happened there. Smith is dropping the front end in the whoops, so that's going well. Look, I would love to see Smith win this title. I just don't think it's going to happen, to be honest with you. I think he will figure out a way to, just like always, throw it away. I don't have a problem with Smith. Nice kid, seems like a good dude. He just cannot stay off the ground. And that's just facts and statistics right there for you. So, again, would love to see it. I'm not sure. I'll be honest, I'm not sure career-wise winning this title is good for anybody in this 250 West division. None of these dudes, to me, seem like they're going to come into the 450s and do anything. But we'll see, I guess. Somebody's got to win it. So I think Shimoda's title hopes are pretty well cooked here. I don't think we're going to see, since we're watching him on screen right now, I don't think we're going to see him end up with this title. I'm starting to agree with Paul Parabinos, who, if any of you listen to Pulp, is the Shimoda realist, which is, I just don't think he's ever going to be a title guy. I think he's going to be a super solid secondary dude. who could win you races, whether it's on a 250 or even, I guess, a 450. But that's as much as I see Shimoda doing at this point, man. He cannot. There's something when there's a little bit of pressure on him, just doesn't work for him. Let's see here. I think RJ would be awesome on a 450. RJ did okay on a 450 at Daytona last year. So RJ has been on a 450. He's done okay. Hopefully we're on a 450 again this year. I mean, he won the heat last year, which was insane. Like, I never would have guessed that RJ was going to win a heat. But I still just don't think... I mean, it's time for him to go to the 450, but I just don't think it's going to go well. And Thrasher is just kerflunking the fuck out of stuff. Like, wow. Okay, so run down here. So Shimoda went to the top of the board with a 105.9. That's impressive. So the track is a bit faster here, I guess. Kitchen with a 106 flat, and Smith with a 106.2, and then Hampshire still with that 106.29 in fourth, and Ryder D in fifth with a 106.5. So it's close at the top here. I'm surprised to see Shimoda up there. I thought, I mean, I don't know, it didn't look that great. So Thrasher, another one. I believe he's going to have a very Jordan Smith, RJ Hampshire-ish career where he's going to win races and he's going to be fast, and then he's just going to hit the deck, and then he's going to hit the deck, and then he's going to win a race, and then he'll hit the deck. So I do, like I said, I do think that, I think Thrasher will have an okay career, he'll make a bunch of money, but I think he's just going to be doomed to be a 250 rider. So we'll wait and see. Thanks everybody who is tuned in here. Again, guys, make sure to comment. I'd like to read the comments. That's how we bench race back and forth here. Okay, so we got about just over 4 minutes left here. Oh, Anthony Bourdon jumps up to 10th spot there with a 107.3. Good for him. Good for him. Marchbanks in 9th, Oldenburg 8th, Beaumare 7th, Ryder D 6th, and Mumford up to 5th. Wow. Holy shit, Ryder D, hold on to her, bud. Hold her wide, eh? He's riding the bucking Bronco here and holding on for dear life. Yeah, that's not a fast lap for you, but he's back on another one. Here he goes. Triple. Inside. 3 on. Off. Trace. 3. Into the corner. Boom. Cross the straight here with the big double. Inside. Boom. Cross the straight. Little double roller thing into the turn, double out, single, boom. Now we're on to a long first straight there. Oh, bam, we're back to watching Kitchen now. Throw it sideways. Let's see here. Shimoda still at the top, 105.9. Who do I think wins 450s and 250s tonight? Honestly, great question. Tomac's so good here that it would not surprise. I'm going to go with Tomac's going to win 450s. 250s... I'm gonna go with Kitchen, but I don't know, man. You throw all these top 5 dudes in a hat here, and we'll see. So, all right, got just over 2.5 minutes left here for Group A 250s here. Ooh, look at that! Beaumare jumps up into second with a 105.97. Wow, that kid's fast. That kid's fast. He's gonna be good here. Oh, look at Kitchen jumping whoops. Bold move, Cotton. And Kitchen goes to the top with a 105.2 with jumping whoops, which is weird. So, oh, and Smith goes to top 104.7. Wow, look at Smith. Look at Smith. Here we go. Now they're dropping. We got 2 minutes left, so we got time for another one by these guys. So let's see what we end up with here. These rhythm sections are big, guys. Like, these are way bigger than normal rhythm sections. Everybody is like clanking rhythms, and even on their slow laps, they're coming up just a little bit short on stuff. It's super interesting to watch. So I was shocked with all the hype and expectation Joe had coming in. I agree with you. He's not a title guy, and I don't see him winning one. He has a speed but lacks consistency and drive. Yeah, and he's I don't know if it's a self-sabotage thing or what. When he comes in as a favorite, he cannot put it together. So, bro, my Moto Aftermath shirt is literally worn holes in it. I need a new one. Bro, pick them up. The shop shelf's down below, man. Pick up an Anti-Deacon Club shirt. Wear it to an East Coast race. It's a good time. So, hey, are you guys ever going to take phone calls? Bro, I can barely get a live stream going right now. Like, I cannot add phone calls in at this point. I am the, like, you want to talk about an owner-operator business? I'm the owner, operator, everything. I'm rocking 2 YouTube channels for this right now. Technically, I have 3, but the other one I haven't really done anything with yet. There's like 2 videos up there. For anybody who doesn't know, we have our main channel, which we're on here, Moto Aftermath Show. There's a Moto Aftermath Racing channel, which has all of our shorts that we shoot when we go to the races. That is up there that we're adding to every single day. And then we have a Moto Aftermath segments channel, or Moto Aftermath clips, I think is what it's called, which is going to have some short videos, mostly talking about, like, it's just short clips that we cut from the race. They're kind of cut from the main show. They're kind of evergreen. And then I'm hoping to shoot some more, we'll call them documentary style things. Like, I want to talk about kind of the Jet Lawrence saga here. So in his 2023 season, things like that. I want to do some videos like that on that channel, but again, that's all time and money. So yeah, as far as taking phone calls, I wouldn't look for that anytime this year. That's not even on my radar. My first radar here is to get cameras for the show, be able to throw the guys some gas money and stuff for coming over to do the show, and just pay off the credit card that I have used here for the last 5 years to make this show work. All right, so 250 Group A all wrapped up there. Jordan Smith at the top, 104.7. Levi second, 105.1. And Hampshire third with a 105.5. So there we are. And that's going to wrap up our live qualifying show. Patty, I managed to order a VRM tee and some stickers in this week. Hell yeah, brother. I got a VRM shirt too. I think I wore it on the show last week. If not, look for it. I'll definitely try to wear it here at a show coming soon. They're great shirts. I like them a lot. So yeah, so that's going to basically wrap up Glendale qualifying show. Make sure to comment down below who you guys think is going to win tonight. I appreciate all of you who are tuning into these. Again, we won't have a live show obviously next week because there's no race. But we will have a reaction show later tonight, and I will be doing a solo main show here for this week. So make sure to tune into all of those. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you for the reaction show later.